Quit, you suck. Nah, bruh. You suck. I'm just kidding. Did you even get any of that? Anyway. I'm just going to be showing you some replays using my usual Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Gotta love Skill Drain. Got to love Skill Drain. I love Skill Drain. So here I'm fighting a deck you never really see. It's such a rare deck. I don't know if you've heard of it before, Branded. It's honestly... I can't believe how rare this deck is. Like, this deck is more rare than... I don't know, like... Fluunderies or something like that. Yeah, it's just a very rare deck. Like, I hate that card, by the way. But yeah, it's such a rare deck. Anyway, they're getting all this branded stuff to hand, and they played branded Lost. Then they played branded Fusion. What's next? Branded win the game. GG. Branded GG. That's pretty much. Might as well. Anyway, my maxi went through, so I get to draw cards every time they special summon monsters, and yeah, so that's pretty cool. Then they went into Mirror Jade. You know, as Jade's looking in the mirror, it's like, do I look pretty tonight? I hope I look pretty tonight. I better look pretty for this Yu-Gi-Oh event. So I got alternative to my hand while I have Blue Eyes White Dragon, which, you know, is pretty sweet. Then they put branded in red. Well, what's next? Branded in dick or something? Branded dick? I don't know. Like, well. Anyway, so I got Forbidden Droplet, which I was very happy about. So I summoned alternative. I went to attack. And yeah, I was sort of seeing what they were going to do. And they eventually activated branded in red. I was like, sweet, thank you. And then they used Mirror Jade. And then they went into Guardian Chimera in defense, and I was like, okay. They used the effect, then they used that effect to bring back Mirror Jade to the field, and also to use its banish effect. So yeah, very fair and balanced. So anyway, I couldn't activate anything because of branded Lost. So yeah, so they just kept getting cards from their deck to their hand. You know, they even drew some cards with Guardian Chimera. So yeah, it's fun. So yeah, that got destroyed. Then I summoned Wise Jet Dragon. While I was about to summon it, they used Maxi. So I was like, hell no, I'm canceling this special summon. You already have enough cards in your hand as it is. I'm not going to let you get any more. So yeah, I just decided to use Forbidden Droplet on Mirror Jade. So yeah, and then I set down my free cards and ended my turn. Gotta love Skill Drain. What an amazing card Skill Drain is. So I went to use that effect. Skill Drain. And then went to use that effect. I'm like, that's fine. That's all good. I understand why you did that. All good. But, you know, I wanted to use it there. So they banished their monster just so they can still get it. Very clever. But hey, at least, you know, I'm kind of in a good spot now because I get to use Ultimate Fusion. I didn't use Ultimate Fusion a bit after Skill Drain because Mirror Jade would have just banished my Blue Eyes Jet Dragon if I had done that, so I had to wait. Also, they used Dragon Shrine, which was pretty interesting. Then they used their Graveyard effect to get that from their deck to their hand. You know, more cards in hand, like, sweet. So here I used Ultimate Creature of Destruction. I was about to say Ultimate Fusion, which made my Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon like attack as much as I want, and I was able to get the Ultimate Creature of Destruction back. And now Skill Drain won't be affecting Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon anymore. And then I attacked directly with Alternative, and yeah, so you know, I made a comeback, which I was pretty happy about. Then they summoned that and that. They went to use that effect and discarded that. I did that just in case if they found a way to like fuse my monsters or something. Like, I don't know. I panicked. So I quickly used the Ultimate Creature of Destruction there because I panicked just in case. But they kept doing some things with Brandon Red. They went into that. And They didn't even like switch their monsters into defense position, I believe. Yeah, so I was like, okay. I mean, well, this has a quick effect actually, so it makes sense, to be honest. But this they should have went into defense. So here I used Dictator of Dick to put Blue Eyes to my graveyard. And then I used Bingo Machine Go to get Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, because now I finally have Blue Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard. I do have it on the field, but it's not known as Blue Eyes White Dragon because of skill drain. So yeah. So I used my effect to get the Alternate Creature of Destruction back, and then I summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. So yeah. I set it down there. I attacked again. And well, it was pretty much GG. The duels today on these replays are just so long. They're like longer than usual. It's not like 3 turns, 2 turns. No, it's like 5 turns, 8 turns, 15. Oh my god, man. But anyway. Let me open this. So here I use Dictator of Dick to put Blue Eyes to my graveyard. Then I use Dragon Shrine to put Blue Eyes in the White Stone of Ancients. I didn't want to use Melody yet. I kind of wanted to wait and see what my opponent was using. I could have summoned Alternative and then discard Blue Eyes with Dictator of D, and then summon Blue Eyes Jet Dragon with White Stone of Ancients, and then maybe even XC summon with Blue Eyes and Alternative. But I wanted to wait. I didn't want to just use it. I wanted to keep it as a backup. So yeah, I know it looks weird why I didn't use it, and you can even say it's a misplay, but I just wanted to wait and see. So they're using Live Twin, and I didn't use Solemn Judgment yet because, you know, I'm fine with this. But then they went into this bitch right here. That's when I used it. I hate that card so much. So I used Solemn Judgment, got rid of it, and then they set down 3 cards. Unfortunately for them, I got pretty lucky here and got Harpy's Feather Duster. So, you know, I was pretty happy with that. So then they used their trap card, and they said like you can't summon Xyz monsters this turn, which is very fair enough because I would have just went into Numon Dragon and got get an OTK, but they stopped me. So I used the Ultimate Creature of Destruction on Blue Eyes Jet Dragon because they were going to use Forbidden Droplet on it. So yeah, there it is. So I protected Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. The only thing they could use it on was Dictator of D. And then Harpy's Feather Duster went through. And then I just attacked directly with 3 monsters. I still couldn't use Melody because, you know, I had to waste my card. But yeah. And then I Link Summoned into Heretic just in case, just to basically bounce something back. Because you know how Live Twin and Evil Twin is. You know, just going to bounce something away and bam. Yeah, they couldn't really do too much. They're playing it like the first era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just setting down a card. So I used Melody to discard Cold by the Grave. They used Maxi. And I was like, oh man, like come on. Come on. Because yeah, I didn't have the White Stone of Ancient, so I couldn't like really get a Blue Eyes monster from my graveyard to hand, but whatever. So I used Alternative to destroy that face down, then I summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. I used the effect of Dictator of D just so I can summon another monster. I didn't care about how they could draw cards. I just wanted to have another monster in the field just in case they couldn't negate this attack, you know? But they couldn't, and it was GG. So yeah. This duel isn't too long actually, but the one after this, yeah, it's like 15 turns. Oh boy. So, oh yes, it's a yep. I remember. If I didn't have Solemn Judgment, I probably would have lost. But yeah, I got around it. So I used Trade-In. They used Ash Blossom. I used Cold by the Grave. They used Cry in the Corner. I used Laugh My Ass Off. GG. Chain. Yeah. So Ash Blossom was negated and banished. Trade-in went through. I was like, yes, Sage of Pfizer Blue, because I was happy to get the White Stone of Ancients to my hand. So I was very happy about that. So I finally used Melody of Awakening Dragon, summoned Alternative, Synchro summoned into Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, and then I used Dragon Shrine to put Blue Eyes and White Stone of Ancients, just so I can summon 2 Blue Eyes Jet Dragons and have a lot of Blue Eyes White Dragons in my graveyard. So yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why, and now my cards cannot be destroyed, so pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. So here, they played Pot of Duality, and I was about to quit because Flunderies, but I realized it wasn't Flunderies, and I was like, huh, alright, it was a Lilith deck. So I summoned Lilith, and that's when I used Solemn Judgment. See you later, Lilith. And then they ended their turn. And then before that went through, I went to summon Azua, just so, yeah, my cards can officially not be destroyed by, like, just to make it even more painful for this guy. So I summoned Blue Eyes with Azua, and then I used the White Stone of Ancients to get Alternative to my hand. That's when they used Deck Devastation Virus. So yeah, then they used Super Polymerization on all of my monsters. All of my monsters. I was just like, what in the actual fuck, man? Like, okay. So, lucky I could get Alternative to my hand. I summoned Alternative. I used my effect to destroy Predaplant. Summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Now, because of everything you did, whatever the hell your name is, you know, destroying cards in my hand, using my monsters as fusions and other stuff, I'm going to destroy you right now. So I summoned Draglubion, then I summoned Numon Dragon, and then I went on like 9,000 attack, and it was pretty much GG. It's going to be the last duel. It's 15 turns. Oh boy, I'm so tired. But I do this for you guys, my channel and everything like that. So I'm happy to do it. I'm not complaining, by the way. just keep that in mind. You know, I'm tired, but I still want to do this, you know. So I do apologize if I sound lazy or yawning. But yeah, I just wanted to get this out because I'm trying to upload almost every day. So yeah, and I took a few day break, so I'm trying to get back into it. So here, this is when I realized I was dueling against Brandon, and I'm like, son of a bitch. So here they used Branded Fusion, then they summoned this and discarded that. You know, just a lot of effects. So here I quickly used Skill Drain just so this doesn't turn into Mirror Jade. They used Branded in red just so they can fuse into a monster. But I used Called by the Grave and I went to target the monster they're going to get with Branded in red. Now because of doing that, Branded in red pretty much gets cancelled. Then Skill Drain went through and they couldn't use their effect, so I was pretty happy with that. But the thing is that monster has 3,000 defense and I have 3,000 attack. This is such a long, slow duel, man. So I use a Lure of Darkness just to have more cards in hand, you know, very fair. So I put that to the deck and were able to draw a card. So here I got Ash Blossom, which, you know, I was pretty happy about because Branded Fusion, right? I couldn't attack nor use my effect. I mean, there's no point using my effect. So yeah, they used that just to get polymerization. But that's when I used Ash Blossom because I'm like, nope, I'm not letting you get more fusion support from your deck to your hand. Nope. And then they used Branded Fusion and I'm like, of course, but at least there won't be Mirror Jade, right? So I summoned that. And then they used polymerization. And they went into this monster which has 3,200 attack. So yeah, so I used Forbidden Droplet, got rid of Blue Eyes, cut that monster's attack in half, and it was destroyed. Anyone else would have left here, but they stayed. So props to this guy for staying. So I got another. Oh my god. Just yeah, very fair and balanced, by the way. Just very fair and balanced. We still got 10 turns left, by the way. I set down my other skill drain just in case if they destroyed this one. You know, like I was just a bit paranoid. Yes, it's best to maybe leave it in my hand, but I was a bit paranoid. So here they used branded opening to summon that. Then they used branded in red, put that back to the hand. Then they fusion summoned into this monster when I was just like, okay. They did all of this in their draw phase, by the way. Not in their standby phase, not in the main phase, not in the battle phase, the draw phase. They destroyed Blue Eyes alternative for that. Here they forgot to attack with this monster, or they chose not to because of this face down. I don't know. So he's Dictator of D to put Blue Eyes from my deck to the graveyard, and then I ended my turn because what the hell am I supposed to do right now? I'm just getting kind of bricked. So here they attacked Dictator of D. They ended their turn. They couldn't really do anything, which I was pretty happy about. So I got Ash Blossom. I decided to not use it. I was like, I'm gonna wait just in case they play another branded fusion or something like that, you know. But they didn't really do anything. They just attacked directly, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna set it down, I guess. So here I got Melody. And I'm like, I'm going to wait for the other card to use Melody. And for now, I'm just going to put Ash Blossom in defense position. Here they summoned a monster that had less attack than Ash's defense. So I was pretty happy with that. But then, yeah, it got destroyed. So here I got True Light, which, you know, was kind of cool. So here they went to attack. I'm like, nope. True Light. And wow, almost fell asleep, sorry. They use Super Polymerization on their monsters to go into Starving Venom Fusion Dragon as like a defense thing just to destroy like all the special summon monsters in the field. But unfortunately for this guy, I actually got Blue Eyes Jet Dragon in my hand. So I went to attack Venom. I let them use their effect just so I can summon Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. And as soon as I summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, they left. So this is the deck I was using in the replays. Honestly, just felt so nice getting skill drain every time I was paired up against branded, which, you know, happens a lot. But lately I haven't been getting skill drain much to my hand, so it's very nice to see skill drain again. It's just been such a long time. Just helps against like, you know, just helps me against those kind of stupid broken decks. And yeah, alright, going to end it here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye.